Hello, everybody. Welcome and welcome back. Coming at you from the great outdoors of my backyard here. A long time ago, I put out a video a month after we moved here to Tennessee, and I kind of just went over like my current thoughts on living in Tennessee and the stuff that I really loved and the stuff that's been hard to adjust to and this, that, and the other. And I started it off right here in the backyard. So I figured this would be a good spot to start off this video, and I kind of wanted to just chat for a little bit before we get into the bulk of stuff here. But we're moving, you guys. We are, in fact, moving. Once again, we are moving. So again, like before I get really into it here, I want to just say and preface, first of all, that I'm not going to be going into absolutely every single tiny itty bitty little detail with you guys. It's not happening. We'd be here, first of all, for 5,000 million years. And second of all, it's just not really, it's not necessary for you guys to know. Some stuff is just stuff that is kept between me and my family, and that's how it should be, and that's how it's going to remain. So I just want to throw that out there right at the beginning. I'm going to say some stuff to you guys and keep you informed, but it's not all of the things. That goes for every single video out there and every single thing that I say, by the way. I don't tell you guys absolutely everything. Anyways, I thought I would kind of go over the lore of it all, the history of it all, for you all, just in case you are new here, or Lord forbid you don't watch every single one of my videos, whatever the case may be. I just kind of wanted to briefly talk about it with you guys. So we moved here to Tennessee from Florida almost a year ago. Almost. We're getting there. We've absolutely loved it, by the way. It's been absolutely amazing. And I'm not going to go into, again, every single detail as to why we moved here to Tennessee. Those videos are out there. If you want to search for them, they are out there. But that's kind of not really the point of this video here. But one of the main reasons is because, if you don't know, my parents live full-time in an RV. And they've been living in this RV for 10 years now, which is a long, long, long time to just be solely living in a motorized vehicle. And they're getting at the point in their lives where they really want to settle down a little bit more, take it a little bit more easy. It's very difficult living in such a small space, like just for anybody out there, really. And so they're kind of at a point where they just want to spread out a little bit more and just want to rest a little bit more. Not like fully give up traveling and RV life and such, but just they want to have like a home base. And so we all, again, not to get into every single little detail, but we all like kind of collectively decided that Tennessee would be a good place to do that. We love Tennessee. We've always enjoyed our time here. And so here we are in Tennessee. And that's always been kind of the big goal, the big dream, like kind of not on the back burner, but like just that's kind of the ultimate destination of all of this, I suppose, is to one day buy a house, buy property, I really should say, because we want property, we want land, we want space. It's really important that we find a place that has like 2 houses on the property so they can have their place, we can have our place, everyone has their space, etc. And then they have a nice place to, you know, live out the rest of their retirement years and such. So that's always been, again, the goal. And we're all we're all in on this, you guys. We all have decided this is what we want to do and the direction that we all want to go down. So again, just want to preface that. And honestly and truly, I will just say this. Shout out to Jay, because he has been so kind and open and, you know, willing to do this with me, because he knows how important this is to me, to be able to take care of my family, to take care of my parents. And this is just something that I have to do. I mean, he loves my parents. My parents love him. We all get along so great and have such a great time together. And it means a lot to me that he's so understanding of all of that. And he's excited about it too. So we've been here now again for almost a year. And there was just really no way that we were going to be able to find this, unicorn dream property within a year of moving from a different state, especially because my parents are still living in an RV and traveling across the country. They just did that last year. So they weren't even around to help us pick out a place or anything like that. You know, buying a home is a process. Who would have thought, you guys? But it is. All of that being said, we have all collectively decided that the best thing to do is to continue to rent for now, but we need a place that is big enough for the four of us. So they can, again, my parents can settle down a little bit more. They can kind of start this journey of living in a home again, you know, buying the furniture that they want and this and that, but we can all four live comfortably in one space. Again, that has enough space for all four of us for the time being. And then when we're leasing this place, we can really actively start the home/property buying process. Holy moly, I hope all of that made sense. So, we are moving, unfortunately, from this beautiful home that we have been living in for the past number of months. We are staying in Tennessee, and we're even still staying more or less in the Knoxville area. So we're not really moving far. We're not moving far at all, but we are moving to a different place. And we're actually moving really, really soon, but we can talk about that a little bit later. Jay and I are excited. We're happy about it. This is the natural step forward in this entire process. The place that we found, again, we could talk about this a little bit more later, but the place that we found is mind-blowingly beautiful. Mind-blowingly beautiful. It's so beautiful, you guys. Oh my gosh. We got a steal on this place. Like, it's words cannot even form them. But all of that being said, we're gonna miss this place. We're gonna miss this place. And we're going to try not to cry talking about it too. We have loved living here. We've absolutely loved living here. We both agree, and we say this all the time, this is the best place we have ever lived in our entire lives. It's worked out so amazing. And we really, really, really got lucky finding this place because, again, if y'all watched the videos from about a year ago now, and you saw, like, I put out a whole video on our struggle finding a place here in Tennessee, like a rental in Tennessee. Like, trying to do that from a different state is next to impossible. It was one of the most stressful things I've ever had to deal with in my life. I say all that to say it was not easy to find this place, but it worked out. It worked out, and we leased it out sight unseen and everything, and it worked out amazingly. We have thoroughly loved our time here in this house, this big, beautiful backyard, how quiet it is, just everything about this place we have absolutely loved. And, you know, the neighborhood where it's located here in Knoxville, just everything about it has been amazing, and it's gonna be really, really, really hard to leave. But, you know, there's a lot of things about it that is not also conducive to like our lifestyle, and especially if we have two other full-grown adults living with us, like that's really hard, especially elderly ones. You know, my parents really struggle with the stairs. Everybody has fallen down the stairs, you guys. Even Brad and Amanda, when they were here, like Amanda almost fell down the stairs too. So it's like, and obviously, like, we could fix that. We could, you know, put carpeting over them or whatever, but still, it's still a liability, and it's not enough. I know it seems like a really, really big house, but it is absolutely not big enough for 4 grown adults who want their own space. So that's a big problem. And then there's other, you know, issues with it, even with just the 2 of us living here. So I say all of that to say, you know, as much as we have loved it here and are going to be sad to leave, we are moving to a place that is a gigantic upgrade, a huge upgrade. It has a ton more space, and my parents are going to have their own living space. Jay and I are going to have our own living space, and it's going to be very separate. There's also some really beautiful, amazing common areas in this new place that all 4 of us can enjoy together. Nice big kitchen, lots of outdoor space. Like, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous, you guys. Holy crap and a half. We're excited. We're excited to move. We're excited about this place. We knew that wherever we moved, it was gonna have to be better than where we are now. We were not going to leave this place unless the next house was an upgrade, was better than what we have here. And we achieved that goal. By the grace of the universe, we have achieved that goal. So it worked out. And the opportunity came up. We took it. And here we are, guys. We are officially going to be moving. So our more or less official move-in date with this new place is the 1st of May. So we have basically April to pack up every single thing in this house and have it ready to be moved. Now, the lease at this house isn't up until like the 14th of May or something like that. So we have a little bit more time than that. But essentially, we have a month. We have a lot of work ahead of us here. And basically, I haven't really started unpacking. I packed up like a little bit last week, but I haven't really started packing. I've just been waiting on it until after Brad and Amanda were here and had their visit. But now that they're gone, you guys, we got a lot of packing to do. And of course, it's more or less all my stuff, because that's the thing about being a content creator who films in their house and does a lot of decorating videos and this and that. That's kind of the job. That's kind of the job, to unpack and display everything and this and that, or at least I feel like it's part of the job. So here we are, guys. And again, like, I'll just warn you all too, in the next place, even though we're not going to be there long term, I am still going to unpack some things and display them and put them out, because again, I feel like that is the job. That's my job. So it's okay. It's all good. The plan is, and we were hoping that this next place is the last time that we will be renting, more or less. Who knows what the future will bring, but we're hoping that we only have 2 more moves ahead of us. This one, and then the next one when we leave that place to the permanent place. So that is the hope. That is the goal. The end is in sight. We're getting there, you guys. But it takes time. It's a process. It takes time. I know a lot of people have asked in the comment sections on various videos, why aren't you planning on buying a home? When are you buying a home? Blah, blah, all of this stuff. There's a multitude of reasons, but basically I'll just say it's just kind of, it's not that easy. It's not that easy of a process, especially for me. I've never bought a home before. And anyways, so we're getting there, I guess, is what I'll say is we're getting there. That's still the plan. That's still the goal. That's still the hope. But it's a process. So we're just kind of following down that line. And also, thank you all so much for understanding and for coming along with us all on this process. I really, really appreciate it. I know that my lifestyle, Jay's lifestyle, my parents' lifestyle is not for everybody. And it doesn't make sense to a lot of people out there. We don't live inside of the box. We kind of just do our own thing, and we love it. We have a great time. We like living outside of the box. We like just doing our own thing. Some people out there are gonna really, really love it and enjoy it too and feel inspired or just enjoy watching it, period. And other people are gonna be like, that doesn't make any sense. You're an idiot. That's really stupid. Why would you do that? You're ruining your life, this, that, and the other. And to both of those camps, I say, that's great. That's great, because no matter what, we are still living our lives and we're still doing what we want to do regardless. It's not going to change anything. We all are grown adults making our own decisions. We have our own, dreams and goals and wills and all of that stuff. Like we are choosing to live our lives the way that we want to live our lives. And that's really just that. So, but I do appreciate you all the people out there who are supportive and, have the positive vibes and thoughts and all of that stuff for us. I really, really, really appreciate it. Just thank you all. Just thank you all in general for watching. I just, you guys, you all mean the world to me. It still astounds me that I have a channel and we are where we are with it. And y'all are watching the videos and commenting and just being a part of my life. Like, I never, ever, ever, I say this all the time, I never in a million years would have thought that this was going to be my thing and that this would have happened for me. But it's really cool that it's here and you all are here. And yeah, so I'm rambling, but I just wanted to say thank you. So anyways, let's get inside. No more stalling. Let's try to do at least a little bit of packing today. Here we are in the garage, everybody. It is a disaster, as one may think it could be. Someday, my hope is that life will not be so chaotic. And I understand that a lot of that is my own doing, our own doing, but whatever. So I think what I might do, and what I kind of started to do, take you over here. I'm starting to pull out some boxes of some of my Halloween decor. I thought maybe we could kind of focus on that today. Like, when I am packing and deciding to move and stuff, the first things that I start with are the little decor pieces, the little knickknacks and tchotchkes and things like that, because that's pretty easy to pack away because they're not necessary, you know, they're not dishes or bowls or whatever. They can be put away and stored until the next place, and it's not really that big of a deal. I do have all of the boxes for my spooky town, so I think I might try to paw through this and try to find those. Yeah, and we're probably gonna have an avalanche of boxes here. Also, we've kept a lot of boxes from stuff like appliances and things that we have out, like my air purifier. I still have the box for that, so that can go directly back into the box. Another thing that we kept around is all of the bubble wrap and packing materials that we used from our previous move. Like, this whole box filled with bubble wrap. This is gonna cause an avalanche. These are pumpkin pails, I think. Here's a spooky town. Oh God, here's a spooky town. Yeah, between Halloween and then Christmas, like I swear to God, I swear. I should have taken a picture of it. I should have made a video. I don't know. I had this entire half here. It used to be organized. We used to be a proper country. But because of the holidays, it all just turned topsy-turvy. These are bags. And that's another thing that I have mentioned many times on this channel before. Grocery bags and such, never throw them away. I always keep them for packing. For packing. All right, gonna stand on a spooky tree to get the next Lemix box. Please don't fall. That may or may not be all of the boxes for Spooky Town. Got all the boxes in here. I also have the box for the ghost that we got from Five Below and the box for the Cracker Barrel Witch. I'm kind of thinking to, if we have time, I don't know how much we're gonna get done truly in this video. And I know I've yacked on and on and on already. I'm hoping, I was kind of thinking maybe we could dismantle the spring mantle today too. It's actually a little bit later. I took some time to go through the garage and kind of get it like a tiny bit more organized and like find where the empty boxes are. Just get like a little bit more organized in there. So anyway, because it was just bothering me so much. But anyways, so I guess we'll just get started on Spooky Town first. No, that's okay, because we can rebuild. We can rebuild and make it even bigger and better than before. One thing is for certain though, I have to keep track of this dang remote control, because last move, I lost it. I am excited about the decorating possibilities of this new place. It's gonna be a lot of fun. That's always a lot of fun for me, and I always try to keep that in mind, especially as I'm putting things away, because it makes me sad. But it's gonna be really cool deciding like, where's Spooky Town gonna go? Where are we gonna put the spooky trees when we do spooky tree decorating and all of that stuff. So probably what I will do after we move is do a video where we like just walk around the new place and we can talk about different Halloween decorating ideas that I may or may not have. Emphasis on the may not have, because it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be an interesting place to decorate. We're definitely gonna have to be a little creative and outside of the box with it, I have a feeling. Today may not have been the day to wear my brand new Stephen King graveyard shift shirt. Let's see, Spooky Town Express. How in the heck were you in here? Okay, got 2 pieces packed away. I better move my coffee drink. I got this adorable little koozie on our staycation with Brad and Amanda. I didn't film it. There's a lot of stuff that I didn't film, and I'm like, why didn't I film that? That was stupid. But Amanda actually found this for me in one of the cute little stores we were in Townsend. Isn't it adorable? It was so cute, and it has a little handle on it too. This is the name of the company, in case you're curious, but yeah, it's amazing. It's all freaking plugged in. Oh my God. This was supposed to be simple. Let's figure it out. Let's be smarter than Spooky Town. Oh my God. Oh God. I thought I was starting off easy and it's kind of a disaster. The heck is this? Oh, it's a street lamp. Oh my God. What in the, what? My brain can't do this. This has to unplug. Oh my God, that's all I had to do. All right, we'll save that for later. Yikes. Okay, in you go. VHS store. Where's the box? Over here. Now packed up. No. I think what I'm going to do, I have a box going down here and I have a lot of Spooky Town in this box, but there's more room. So I think what I'm going to do is pack up some of these other spooky houses and just kind of keep it all together. That kind of makes sense to me. And then this big guy can go directly on top. And just for those who are curious, we are actually going to be hiring movers this time around, which is very exciting. I have moved once in my life with actual movers, and oh my gosh, it was a life-changing experience. So we're gonna do that this time around too, but we are going to do some of the moving ourselves, and we are packing up everything ourselves. So we'll have the movers come and they will just pack up mostly just the big stuff like furniture items and things like that. And then they'll take that to the new house, as well as some like boxes and totes and things. But we also are going to pack up like our cars and move stuff over from this house to the new house too. So it's gonna be a little bit of both, but it's gonna be so nice to have actual movers come and do the bulk of the heavy lifting. Our last move, we did everything. Absolutely everything. I would say I did the majority of like packing stuff up and like putting it in boxes, but Jay did the majority of actually putting the boxes in the truck and then of course driving the truck across multiple states. So it was a group effort, and for better or for worse, we both are we're experts at moving, so at this point. So again, hopefully this will basically be the second to last time that we have to do this. That is the hope, that is the goal. I guess another thing for those who are curious here, it's gonna be a short-term lease in this new place. We are not expecting, once again, to be staying there long term. So it's gonna influence our packing here, because I have to decide, we all have to decide, like what is gonna be packed away that needs to be immediately unpacked, and what can be packed away that can be saved and just tucked away and stay in a box for another 1.5 years or so. So that's gonna make this a little bit more interesting for me. Now, I think in general, again, because of the nature of what I do here on YouTube, if it's spooky, it's gonna get unpacked. So I'm not really worried about any of that today, because whatever I pack up, if it's spooky decor, I wanna make sure that I have access to that decor. It's probably gonna get unpacked. But there's definitely a lot of other stuff around here that, you know, it doesn't need to be unpacked once we get there. Okay, perfect. I think I can fill in like some bits and bobs in this box, but otherwise, we're doing good, guys. We're doing good. Okay, so we'll switch gears to over here on the spooky bookcase again, because I think I'll put some little bits and bobs inside of this box just to fill it up a little bit more. I think last year when I packed up, I put all of the spooky bookcase stuff into probably like 2 boxes, maybe even 3 boxes. But I'll write on the box, on this box, Spooky Town stuff and also spooky bookcase stuff, so I know. And also, gotta collect up all of the candles, once again, because I don't want these sitting, I wanna put all of my candles together, whether they're spooky or not, because I don't want them sitting in a hot garage or a hot box or whatever for a long time. And the good part about taking down Spooky Town first is now I have a table to work with. So it all works out. And what I figure I'm gonna end up doing, this is just how it goes. When you're packing and when you're moving, your house just becomes a disaster zone, like even more so than it was before. And I figure the spooky room is once again gonna be the catch-all place. I think I'm just gonna make this a packing room and make it a holding station for all of the boxes and stuff like that. Specifically the boxes that I know I want to unpack once we get there. So this is the box here that I've been filling up with stuff. So you can see, like, there's, maybe you can see, I don't know, but there's definitely like crevices in there that I can fill with little knickknacks. That way we can use up as much space as possible. I do think we're gonna have to get some more boxes. I don't want to keep relying on totes for one thing, because the totes take up just a ton of space. And a lot of the boxes that we have are boxes that we have had for probably over 5 years. So they've seen better days, unfortunately, and I think we're gonna need to invest in some brand new boxes. So yeah, guys, we're basically done with the cleaning and organizing videos. Those days are over. I'm glad that we got all of that done though, because it was very helpful to, you know, be organized and such these past few months. Now we're gonna shift gears into packing videos. Hooray! But I promise we're not gonna just only do packing like going forward for the next however many weeks or whatever, I promise. We'll do some packing things, but not a ton. We have officially filled up the box. I'm gonna tape it up. Gotta get more tape too. For all the stuff that I know that I want to open when I get to the new place, I'm writing open this box on the box. I have an idea in the new place of where I want the spooky bookcases to go. I actually think that I might be creating like an actual legit spooky little reading nook, because there's this one place inside of the new place that I've kind of been thinking like this could be a good spot. This could be a good spot for an actual real spooky reading nook. We'll see. We'll see if it happens. It may not work out. It's one of those things where it's like, you gotta be there. You gotta be there in that room, in that space with your stuff in order to figure out like if a thing is gonna work or not. We are going to now somewhat switch gears here, and I think I'm gonna work on dismantling the mantle. And also, I did find the box for the invisible witch, so might as well take her down too. No! It's okay, we can rebuild, we can rebuild. I put all of my candles in a box. I put Chucky away. I attempted to put away the fabric ghost from Five Below. I don't know how they fit all of that stuff into that one tiny little box, but I can't do it again. So I'm gonna have to repack it in a different box. Anyways, still of course a ton to do in that room, but we'll just leave it alone for the time being. I don't know why I'm telling you about it when I could just bring you over here and show you. I put all of the boxes up kind of against the wall there. So all of Spooky Town and Chucky and such are there. I got my candles. I put a bunch of my candles inside of this box here. And then yeah, the Five Below ghost, I'm gonna have to figure out another box to put that in. That's a problem for a different time. That's what we did here. Now let's go back to the mantle. I think it's gonna be quite a challenge to do the invisible witch, both physically and mentally and emotionally. So I'm gonna say that for last. But I figure we can at least kind of work on the mantle here, I suppose. This may also not be the easiest thing in the world. I loved how this turned out, by the way, for spring. And I'm excited to maybe even do it again next year. We'll have to see, we'll have to see. I also don't know if Summerween is gonna be a thing this year. It just depends on how quickly I can get my act together, basically. I have all of my Summerween stuff together in like a few boxes. It's just gonna depend on, you know, the moving situation and I don't know, just a lot of stuff. Also, I guess I can just go ahead and tell you that we don't necessarily have a mantle in this new place. Like there is one, but there's a big gigantic TV hanging directly above it, and it kind of comes with the house. So I don't know if we can take the TV down. I'm not sure if that's a possibility. By the way, I just realized I did lose a nail once again. Anyways, oh, I should have put our little pumpkin house in with the rest of the houses. Crap. Oh well. Back on track. Focus, focus, focus. So there is a mantle, but there isn't a mantle. So we'll have to see. No promises on what the mantle situation is going to be like going forward here. I'm hoping I can figure something out because it has been so much fun to decorate a mantle for all of these holidays and stuff. And that's kind of the biggest bummer for me, first world problems, but it's kind of the biggest bummer for me moving to this new place because yeah, there's just not really a mantle there. So we'll have to see, you guys. I'm gonna have to really get creative with decorating this next year and a half, which is just great for me, you know. I definitely need more mental challenges in my life for sure. Like that's totally something that I was lacking, clearly. Sarcasm aside, I am gonna have to get creative though with it, and it's good. It's fine, honestly. Like you can always use a challenge, and I know that a lot of people out there don't have mantles to decorate for the holidays, you know, or they do have a situation where they have a mantle, but there is a big TV over it or whatever. So I'm trying to see it more as like an opportunity as opposed to a huge detriment. We can figure out a way to decorate this mantle without much space. Like how do we do that? Well, I think a lot of people out there might appreciate that sort of thing. So man, I'm just looking over at my plants and it's like they need to be watered. I just took a gigantic side detour because once I saw that my plants needed to be watered, that's all I could think about. So I just took some time to water my plants, and here we are back at it again. Kinda need to hurry, honestly, because I have my Nourish appointment at 3:45 and it's now like 3 o'clock. So, and honestly, like as far as this video goes, we've really done enough. Like I think I I think I said everything that I wanted to say, at least for now. I'm sure I'm leaving some stuff out, but we can always talk about it later. I guess the only other thing that I will say, because I have a feeling people are gonna ask, is are we gonna do a house tour? Is there gonna be a house tour video, you know, in the future? I would really, really like to do one, especially because the house is so dang cool, you guys. But I don't know how comfortable I feel with it anymore, especially now that my parents are living with us. Like it just feels a little bit different this time. But what I think I might actually do, I think I am still gonna do a house tour video, but I think I'm gonna make it a members only thing. I apologize to guys, like I don't like the idea of putting content behind a paywall, but I think that that would be a really nice thing to do for my members, you know, for the people that give me a little extra support here on YouTube. So I think I'm leaning towards that. We'll see what happens. Nothing is set in stone here. Seems like just yesterday we were putting this stuff up on the mantle, and now here we are, taking it down. So I kept the box for the tree witch just for such an occasion of moving. So we might as well go ahead and box her up here. I wonder what cool Cracker Barrel witch they're gonna come out with this year. I'm gonna have to consider that when I'm thinking about my Halloween decorating budget. Oh God, okay. All right. Okay. Once again, covered in styrofoam. All right, that was the main thing that I wanted to do with this. Honestly, I don't have a place to put a lot of this decor right now, but for like the spring garlands and like this creepy cloth, the purple creepy cloth, I wanted to put that away. I can't find the lid for this box, which doesn't help anybody, especially me. What does this box say? Nothing. Good. I might, since this box is unmarked, I might mark it as like a spring-a-ween box or just like spooky florals or something like that. Yeah, this is mostly like spooky garlands. So I'm just gonna throw stuff in here. Let's be halfway lazy and just shove this whole bundle in a bag. I'll put the purple lights in here too. I might actually put the boo bells in here, since that's a spooky plant sort of thing. Almost kind of wonder about like putting these guys in here too. Spooky plants. All right. Spooky florals. I'll just write spring. I'll know what that means. Okay. Also, I lost another nail on my other ring finger. So my I don't know where or how either. So my nails are just gonna be littered all throughout this house and probably in boxes too at this point. So very exciting for me. All right, so I think this will be the final thing that we do together here for today. I'm gonna put the witch away. And I just wanna say kudos to everybody out there who just decorates for holidays and then puts those decorations away, like when it's done. If you put out Halloween decorations and then November 1st comes and you take them all down, kudos to you. If you have Spooky Town and you put out Spooky Town for Halloween and then you take it down on November 1st, kudos to you. Because this is a whole, like, I love my Halloween decor. I keep it out year round, obviously, clearly, don't need to explain that. However, one of the reasons that I do that, besides the fact that I just love it and I love looking at it year round, is because it's a pain in the butt to put this crap away, you guys. Like, how do you do it? How do you do it? I was thinking that when I was doing Spooky Town, like, I can't imagine doing this every single year of my life. Now, I kind of have, because we move every single year of my life, but this is so hard and cumbersome. But yeah, I have to remember now. How did we put this together? How did we put this back in the box? I don't remember, pardon me. Sorry. I remember this part was a pain in the butthole to freaking put together onto like this thing. Hey, okay. This comes off and this comes off. I'm not looking forward to putting this back together. I'm not looking forward to it, especially because Apparently I threw away the instructions. There's no instructions in this box. So that'll be fun. Okay, this unplugs. This unplugs. And then I think, I think genuinely if I if I decorated like a normal person and just did Halloween decorations and took them down come November, I wouldn't bother. I absolutely would not bother with any of this. But I guess in a way I do it for Christmas. But also for Christmas I don't have big honking items like this, so I guess there's that too. I don't know. I think I'm gonna put the fabrics in a bag. It's working, it's working. However, this is a weird piece, so okay. Hey, I think we kind of got it. Yeah. Oh, that's a miracle. That is a miracle. All right, guys. Well, as far as this video goes, we are done for today. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for packing up a little bit in here. It's gonna be a process. It's gonna be a process, as it usually is. And like I said, I'll take you along with me for some of it, but don't worry, it won't be all of it. It won't just be packing and moving videos going forward here. But yeah, guys, we're moving. we're moving again. So really looking forward to it. It's gonna be a beautiful place, as I keep saying. I really just floored at where we are about to live. The other day, after we dropped off Brad and Amanda at the airport, we decided to drive by a new place again, and we were just like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful and peaceful. It was the perfect time to do it too, because I know that like the process of packing up and thinking about leaving this house, this amazing house that we have lived in now for almost a year, is so sad, and it's so like, ugh, like kind of depressing, you know? But seeing the house again and just being reminded like, hey, this is where we're going. Like, we're not going down, we're going up. That just really reinvigorated me to get started on all of this. And not that I have a choice, but it makes me feel a little bit better about the process. So, but yeah, all in all, we're excited about this next new chapter in our lives, and excited to take you guys along with us on it too. Also, Tampa J is making his own video today too, and announcing that we're moving. I know he's doing like a bunch of other stuff in that video too, but if you want to check that out and kind of see his perspective on it, I don't know how much he's sharing, but if you want to check that out, I'll put a link down in the description below. And yeah, guys, here we are. Chaos. Welcome to the chaos. Actually, you've never left the chaos over here. Like, let's be totally honest. But anyways, we're excited. We're looking forward to it, and we just appreciate everybody's support. Thanks for hanging out with me today, everyone. I will see you all very, very soon. I hope you're doing well out there. Stay safe and stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next one.